Hi YouTube, it's Adam from RC Action Australia. How's everybody out there today? Big thank you to all those who have liked and subscribed my videos so far. For those who haven't watched my videos, get on, check out some of those videos. And obviously hit that like and subscribe button. Your support is very much appreciated. So today's video, I'm going to go through a build that I did off camera. I'm pretty sure I put up some vision of this in my Top Force Evo build video, so if you haven't checked that video out guys, hit the link above. So what have I built here? I have built a Terra Conqueror, as you can see. And obviously the car is not a genuine Terra Conqueror. I was looking to build something that was a little bit different, that was going to be a little bit challenging, and also something that was going to have a bit of cool factor to it. So I'd noticed on a few forums out there lately that people were building up some of the old DF01 chassis, converting them into sort of dirt thrashers and Terra Conquerors and whatnot. So it kind of gave me an idea. Because I'd done my Top Force Evo build, I then had a few leftover parts, for instance like the black shocks, some of the adjustable suspension arms, to be able to build a Terra Conqueror that was pretty much pretty close to what you would get if you had an original one of these. So obviously there's a few hiccups along the way, there was a few discrepancies with decals and colours and whatnot. So we'll go through that on today's video, and obviously wheels and tyres are different. So what did I start with? I started with the base Manta Ray chassis and kit over here. I got that one off eBay for $200 posted to my door. And basically what does that give you? That gives you the DF01 chassis, gives you obviously a motor, a speed controller, and obviously the full kit. Now obviously building something that was probably going to be more of a vintage looking build, I did go ahead and obviously change a few things. Like I said before, the shock absorbers are yellow on the Manta Ray, the Terra Conqueror is black, different wheels and tyres, and obviously a totally different body and decal set. So the list of things that I got. So I got myself some Top Force wheels, which I already actually had. Got myself some RIT dye, the tangerine orange. I'll put a picture of the one I used up there. I got myself a body. So the Terra Conqueror is the same as a Blazing Star. And so I got myself a Blazing Star body and wing set. Then I got onto the MCI Racing decals page and ordered myself a set of Terra Conqueror decals. Obviously then I had some white paint, and then I just had to pop down to my local hobby shop, which is very close to my house, and get myself some fluorescent orange paint. Now obviously the car itself, the basic chassis, took me around about an hour and a half to build. It was very straightforward. It's a tub, it's a tub sort of chassis. So you've got this main tub chassis here, and it's basically a gearbox that bolts to the back and a gearbox that bolts to the front. So not a lot of, it's not a very tricky build, and I've built quite a few of these in the past. And basically, you can get ahead of yourself and put some things together. And kind of rip through the build, hence why it didn't take me very long. So I'll bring the camera in closer guys. I'll talk about some of the issues that I did have. So this will be good for anyone out there that's probably looking at building something very similar, and you might be able to pick up a few tips and a few little tricks that I used to make the finished product look a lot better. you can see, guys, there, the car's turned out quite nice. I was very happy with it. So one of the things that I would recommend anyone doing was, obviously, as you can see, the decals, the orange is not exactly the same. Now, obviously from a distance you really don't notice it that much, but sort of up close you do. So I was happy to leave the back section here because the chassis is a bit bland without that on there. The body, sorry. So this part of the car, there's no orange decals down here, so the colours there won't really clash for you. But when you get up to the wing here, this wing section here, guys, actually is a decal. Now, I didn't use the decal, the orange part. I've actually sprayed the wing, the fluorescent orange colour, and what I did was I actually cut the orange backing off the wing decal here and just stuck the numbers on. That way, obviously, that orange colour wasn't going to clash and wasn't going to look out of place. So you could imagine if I had this fluorescent orange and then this same colour orange here was the whole wing, it wouldn't really look good. Now, we'll get on to the actual chassis itself. So as you can see up close there with the body, guys, very happy with how it turned out. There's a few little overspray parts that I could probably go and touch up, but for the moment I'm pretty happy. So our chassis here, we have got a sport tuned motor. We also have the factory TBL E02S Speedo that came with the Manta Ray kit, and I run the Fly Sky receiver radio gear package with obviously this remote here. So the chassis itself, I think, is it's turned out quite nice. There's a few things that I could probably change to make it more of a Terra Conqueror. The solid drive shaft and different cup ends, but I think for the sort of running and the sort of minimal power that I'll be putting through this, I think the sport tuned will be more than ample. One other thing with the decals, guys, is this back decal here on the wing. The factory one goes from yellow to orange, whereas the MCI racing one is just the whole sticker's yellow. I thought the back wing looked a bit bland here, so I just stuck a Tamiya sticker and a spare Terra Conqueror sticker that came with the decal set. You can see, guys, I'm very happy with how the car turned out and very happy with obviously how the body turned out. Obviously there's a few little discrepancies there that I was able to overcome with the decals, and then there's some, like I mentioned, with the back wing here. I do have some ideas that possibly I could water down some of this fluorescent orange paint and gradually blend it across the back of the decal here, but I'm not overly worried about that, to be honest. And I have given this car a quick test drive. It's a very, very cool car to drive, actually. And probably what I wanted to do and achieve from this build is not only just sort of recreate something to make it sit on the shelf, but was obviously I want to take this and I want to take my Top Force Evo build out onto probably netball courts, drive both of them and probably compare. And the biggest comparison that I want to see, guys, is the sport tuned motor versus the RZ super stock motor. Now they're both a 23 turn. One's obviously modified, one's basically a silver can with a sticker. But these cars have got the exact gearing. My Top Force and this car's got the same gearing, same pinion, the same wheels and tyres. The only difference is the Evo has ball diffs. This one doesn't. So yeah, I just want to get a good indication as to, you know, how does this car perform versus the Evo. Now, I know a lot of people are going to go, oh, the Evo is going to be so much better, but really, how much better? Is it going to be $500 better than this car? I'm not sure. That'll be for the next video, guys. But Let me know what you think, guys, if you think it turned out well. If anyone else has done a similar build, let me know down below in the comments. And as always, hit like, hit subscribe, and catch me on the next video.